Hello glamours and welcome back to my channel, and if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Now don't forget to click on the subscribe button and that notification bell for more upcoming future videos. Due to the new way of life we are facing, always remember to protect yourself when in public, wash your hands often as you can and sanitize them. Stay healthy and I love you all. Now let's get started. I went on IKEA's website, and if you're not aware with IKEA sells more modern home decor, and I was just browsing around and I came across these beautiful tall paper lamps that you could put on the end tables or anywhere in your home. I would like to share with you how I created 3 different unique and stylish tall paper lamps. For project number 1, I'll start off by using poster boards. To start, I'll use the same size of the poster board and I'll shape it into an ice cream cone and I'll use hot glue to hold it in place. Once I was done, I'll take measurements and cut it to the height that I want, and then I'll cut the bottom so I have a nice even flat cut. I will have a complete list of all items used in the description bar below. For project number 2, I'll also be using poster boards. Next, I'll be using a 16-inch platter on one side of the poster board and I'll trace and cut each corner. And don't forget to follow me on my social media platforms for upcoming DIYs and giveaways. For project number 2, I'll be repeating the same steps as project number 1, but this time I'll take one of the corners and I'll tighten the corner and glue it in place. Next, I'll take another sheet of a poster board and I'll measure and cut it in half. I'll be repeating the same steps using the platter. I'll be using the poster board to wrap around the base, and this time I'll wrap around loosely and I'll hold it in place using hot glue. Next, I'll be using plastic bowls and I'll be using these as bottom base for each lamp. Next, I'll be using a marker in a 2-inch circle, and I'll be drawing a circle on the bottom side of the bowl, and this will be for the lighting. I will also draw a 1/2 inch square for the lighting cord. Next, I'll take my hot tool and I'll cut out on the lines. Next, I'll be using blue, white, and gray napkins, and I'll also be using a sponge brush and also Modpodge. Next, I'll start ripping the napkins into small chunks, and napkins do have double layers, and I'll be taking the layers apart as well. Next, I'll start on the bottom base, and I'll start applying the Mod Podge, and then after, I'll start applying the napkins and forming them into place. By crunching up the napkins as you go, it will give you a better appearance. I applied 3 layers of napkins, and once it was dry, it became very hard and stiff. Next, I'll repeat the same steps for the gray napkins, but this time I'll start applying, overlay the blue a little just for an ombre effect. I also continue the same steps with the white napkins. I will continue the same steps on project number 2 using the white napkins. For project number 3, I'll be repeating the same steps, and this time I'll start by rolling the poster board and applying Mod Podge as I go. I'll be using painter's tape to hold as it dries. Next, I'll be using 2 chopping mats, and I'll roll them tightly using rubber bands to hold them in place, and I'll let them sit for 1 hour. Next, I'll draw a wave pattern, and then I'll cut it out using scissors, but you may also use a blade. because it took me back to my elementary school days when I used to use school glue and newspaper to create crafty projects. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this DIY as much as I enjoyed creating it. Now don't forget, I post new DIY videos every week. Like and share with family and friends. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Comment if you wish. And remember to click on your notification bell for more upcoming future videos. See you real soon. Please stay safe and healthy.